I did the face-off for both of you about a month ago, and it wasn't very nice towards the end of that face-off. I had to move back, and everyone accused me of ducking away from it. I wasn't. But you accused him of being disrespectful then.
Yeah.
What happened for those that maybe didn't get that clip? Why was he disrespectful?
It wasn't disrespectful, it was just a phrase I used, but he said, let's go now. And I clicked for a minute. I said, what does he mean by that? And then he repeated it again. And I just feel like anyone in here, if I was...
Boxing, this is what happens. This is boxing. These things happen. So, you know, we're fighting Saturday. Let's go.
So as I was saying, at the press conference, I just feel like you should never let anyone take an inch, because I'll end up taking a mile. You know what I mean, Dan? Sorry? That's it.
Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois' press conference set the stage for an exciting fight, with both fighters confident. Meanwhile,
now let's take a quick look back at the energy leading up to the fight. Joshua and Dubois were laser-focused, trading verbal shots and setting the stage for a fight that had fans buzzing. Let's see what the experts predicted before the first punch was thrown. Amidst all the buzz and anticipation for Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois fight, one of the notable voices in the boxing world, Zhilei Zhang, has made headlines with his bold prediction. Known for his own impressive knockout power and insights into the heavyweight division, Zhang has thrown his support behind Dubois, suggesting that he sees something that others might be overlooking.
It's hard to say. It's really a difficult question. Let's see what their training camp looks like and what their preparation looks like. Dubois is on the rise. He's fantastic, and he has something to prove. So I think he might be a better performance on that night.
You give him a chance. You give him a solid chance to pull off the upset, Dubois.
Yeah, 我感觉会。
Zhang's prediction adds another layer of intrigue to the matchup, highlighting Dubois' potential to defy the odds. With a seasoned heavyweight like Zhang backing Dubois, it raises questions about whether the young challenger has the tools to challenge Joshua's dominance. As we analyze the fight's outcome, it'll be interesting to see if Dubois can live up to Zhang's high expectations and make a significant impact in the heavyweight division. Zhang, a feared puncher in the division, had been closely watching Dubois' recent performances and had a unique perspective on his trajectory. While many viewed Dubois as the underdog, Zhang saw a different story unfolding. Zhilei Zhang revealed, "The way I look at Dubois' recent performance, I think he's on the surge. He's definitely on the surge. After knocking out Hrgović with devastating fashion, his confidence is up there and his dedication is up there. So I believe with a full training camp, with proper training camp, he's going to be a big threat to Joshua. So, in this fight, Joshua has to really pay attention to a lot." Zhang's analysis adds an extra layer of intrigue to the fight. He highlights Dubois' confidence and momentum, noting that his recent knockout victory over Filip Hrgović has propelled him to a new level both mentally and physically. According to Zhang, Dubois' newfound focus and dedication make him a formidable opponent, one that Joshua cannot afford to underestimate. With Zhang's prediction in mind, the stakes for Joshua seemed even higher, as he would need to approach this fight with caution and precision to avoid falling victim to Dubois' surging power and confidence. Jamie Moore, a renowned boxing trainer and analyst, offered his take on the fight between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. His insights focus on the timing of the fight and how it might impact the outcome. Moore said in an interview, "It's really an unbelievable fight. I believe stylistically it's a really good blend. I just think maybe Daniel Dubois is facing Joshua at the wrong time. If this fight had happened 12 months ago, it would have been a real toss-up, a flip of a coin to see who wins. But I just believe that AJ is coming into the best form of his career right now. It's probably not the best time for Dubois, but everyone's eyes will be on this fight if it gets made." Moore's analysis suggests that Joshua's current form might be a decisive factor in the bout. His belief that Joshua is peaking at the right moment could give the heavyweight champion a significant advantage over Dubois. The anticipation for this fight remains high, as fans await to see how these factors will play out in the ring. Before the fight, Eddie Hearn offered his analysis on the clash between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. As a key promoter closely involved with both fighters, Hearn's pre-fight assessment provides valuable insight into the dynamics of this highly anticipated matchup.
He's a heavyweight, he's 6'6", he's about 18 stone. What would you expect in him? Not to look big and strong? I mean, you know, like, he's dangerous. People looking for ways to kind of talk up Daniel Dubois' chances. You don't need to. He's a live underdog. But he's an underdog, and he's an underdog for a reason. He's not as good as Anthony Joshua. He's not a complete fighter like Anthony Joshua, but he's very dangerous. And that's why people love tuning into the heavyweights. anything can happen on a sixpence.
Reflecting on Hearn's pre-fight prediction, we can now assess how the bout lived up to these expectations. Hearn's insight pointed out Dubois' potential for danger while acknowledging Joshua's more complete skill set. As we dissect the fight's outcome, it's clear that these elements played a significant role. Did Dubois' unpredictability prove to be a game changer, or did Joshua's well-rounded abilities prevail? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Mark Tibbs, a respected figure in the boxing world, had his thoughts on this intense matchup. While backing Anthony Joshua, Tibbs didn't count out the potential of Dubois.
Fight with AJ, I hope that comes off because, you know, he's a young man as well, still young, and AJ's, you know, probably his pinnacle. I think he's got a great chance, Daniel Dubois, for sure. Fantastic shot.
Tibbs acknowledged Dubois' youth and potential, but he hinted that Joshua might be peaking at the perfect time, giving him an edge in this thrilling heavyweight clash. The intensity was palpable as Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois faced off in London, just days before their highly anticipated bout. With tension rising and both fighters fully dialed in, this stare-down set the stage for an explosive Saturday night showdown. In the build-up to his fight with Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua reflected on his journey and the mindset that drives him forward. Here's what he had to say about staying focused and making the most of every opportunity. AJ said, "I'm definitely more mature, but it's always been there, Steve. It's always been there from a young age. I've been working hard and wanting to achieve in my life, and I got an opportunity. So with this opportunity, I don't take them lightly because I've been on the other end where no one's giving me a look." Joshua's reflection on the challenges he faced early in his career shows how personal this journey is for him. He values the position he's in now, knowing how it feels to be overlooked. AJ also noted, "You give me one opportunity, I'm going to take it seriously because I don't want to be on the other side of the fence again. I want to be the guy on the other side of the fence that's unlocking the lock to let everyone in. You know, I got purpose." With this powerful statement, Joshua emphasized the purpose that fuels his dedication, ready to seize any chance that comes his way. Peter Fury, renowned for his boxing insight, shared his perspective on the AJ versus Dubois clash, highlighting the experience factor and maturity of Joshua as a decisive edge. Peter Fury stated, "He's been around the block now, he's a fully mature man, Joshua, so that's the reason I edged towards him, but the other one's a young fighter, plenty of talent, and he wants it as well. Seems to have grown a lot from his failures. He's come on a lot, so it's, again, with all these types of fights, Joshua's got to be on his total game." Fury's view reinforced the idea that while Dubois has talent and has shown growth from past setbacks, Joshua's experience and maturity give him the upper hand, but only if AJ brings his A-game. In addition to his focus on boxing, Anthony Joshua shared a deeper message during the build-up to his fight with Daniel Dubois. Here's what he had to say about the importance of setting a positive example beyond the glitz and glamour. Joshua said in a recent interview before the fight, "If I was to show you, if I was to get online and I showed you 50 diamond chains, my diamond watch, million in cash, big car, and I'm like, yeah, we're outside living life, doing what I do, doing things that you can't do. I'm levels. I'm the big boss. Big Josh. Respect me. That'll go viral." Joshua highlighted how materialistic displays often garner attention online, while more meaningful acts tend to go unnoticed. He then pivoted to reflect on the kind of impact he truly values.
But if I do something, go to a school, let's say, spend some time with some troubled youth, one kid gets inspired and changes his life, why is he putting that on the internet for? But each of their own, innit? I just think that do whatever you like, but also do good.
Joshua's message is clear. While the allure of fame and wealth is tempting, he believes in the ripple effect of doing good, where even small actions can inspire real change in communities. Renowned trainer and boxing analyst Teddy Atlas gave a balanced breakdown of Daniel Dubois ahead of his bout with Anthony Joshua. Atlas, known for his deep understanding of fighters' mindsets and technical abilities, recognized Dubois' recent improvements in the ring. According to Atlas, Dubois has proven himself to be a true warrior, demonstrating not only physical strength and punching power, but also also tremendous heart. He noted that Dubois has overcome significant mental hurdles, evolving into a more professional and resilient fighter through his recent performances. Atlas said, "Dubois has proven himself to be a warrior. Physically, he's strong, he can punch, and he's shown tremendous heart in his last few fights. He's overcome mental hurdles and has become more professional." Yet despite these praises, Atlas was quick to point out a glaring issue in Dubois' game that could prove disastrous against a fighter of Joshua's caliber. However, Atlas also highlighted a critical aspect of Dubois' preparation. He noted, if he doesn't improve defensively and technically, particularly in avoiding right hands, Joshua will knock him out. Dubois has to show dramatic improvement in his defensive skills to stand a chance against Joshua's power. He emphasized that while Dubois may have shown mental growth and physical toughness, his defensive skills remain a critical concern. Atlas warned that if Dubois doesn't make significant improvements in his technique, particularly in avoiding the kind of right hands that Joshua excels at delivering, he could find himself on the losing end of a knockout. For Atlas, the key to Dubois' survival in this fight lies in his ability to shore up his defense and avoid the powerful shots that Joshua is known for. As fight night between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois drew closer, Kevin Lerena, a seasoned heavyweight and cruiserweight fighter, weighed in with his thoughts on the matchup. Lerena, known for his tactical insights and ring experience, recognized the magnitude of this clash, pointing out the undeniable power both men bring to the ring. His analysis dug deep into the key elements that could decide the outcome, focusing on the importance of timing and authority in such a high-stakes heavyweight battle. Lerena noted, AJ's got that ferocious power to stop anybody in their tracks, and so does Daniel Dubois, so it makes for a really good fight. I think that fight is a fight where he who lands first, and he who has the authority from the get-go, is the one who will win. They both got power. It's obvious. They're heavyweights. They're both big men. Lerena's opening remarks emphasize the danger that comes with heavyweight power. One punch can change everything. He highlights the fact that both Joshua and Dubois possess knockout power, which makes the early exchanges crucial. In his view, whoever establishes dominance first will likely control the fight. He also noted, obviously Anthony Joshua's been in much bigger fights in the sense that he's fought the best, he's lost to the best, and he's come back in a great way, in phenomenal fashion. So you've got to say to yourself, who's taking the experience into the fight? Anthony Joshua. Who's taking youth into the fight? Daniel Dubois. Who's taking power into the fight? Both of them. Lerena compares the two fighters, pointing to Joshua's vast experience at the top level of the sport. Having faced the best in the world, Joshua's mental fortitude and ability to bounce back after losses give him an edge in terms of ring knowledge. On the other hand, Dubois has the advantage of youth, bringing raw energy and power to this heavyweight showdown. Furthermore, he said, and don't talk about who's taking chin into the fight because this is heavyweight boxing. It takes one shot and the fight's over.
It's a hard fight for Daniel Dubois. Anthony Joshua is just as confident and he's very locked in, and I think his new trainer, Ben Davidson, is doing the world of good for him.
Lerena finishes by pointing out the unpredictability of heavyweight boxing, where any fighter's chin can be tested at any moment. While he acknowledges that Dubois faces a tough challenge, he also sees Joshua as being fully prepared and mentally focused, which could prove decisive. With both fighters possessing knockout power and a strong will to win, this fight is shaping up to be an explosive showdown. Dave Coldwell, a respected boxing trainer and pundit, shared his insights on the highly anticipated matchup between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. Coldwell, known for his tactical breakdowns, didn't dismiss Dubois' chances despite favoring Joshua. He highlighted the fight's unpredictability and the potential for drama in the ring, giving Dubois more credit than some may have expected. He boldly predicted before the fight, "It's just kind of one-sided. It's not one-sided. I do think AJ wins the fight because I do think that Dubois gets hit too easily." Coldwell acknowledges that Joshua has the upper hand in this matchup, mainly because of Dubois' tendency to be too defensively open, which could leave him vulnerable to Joshua's power punches. However, Coldwell is quick to clarify that this fight isn't a complete mismatch, as Dubois' aggressive style still carries significant danger. He further added, "But this fight carries a lot of jeopardy, and if Dubois were to knock AJ out, I wouldn't be overly surprised. It wouldn't be like a Ruiz moment or anything like that." Coldwell goes on to stress the high-stakes nature of this contest, where one big punch could change the outcome. Unlike the shocking upset Joshua suffered against Andy Ruiz, Coldwell suggests that a Dubois knockout victory would be more understandable given Dubois' heavy-handedness and growing confidence.
And Dubois' confidence at the moment is just right up there.
Coldwell concludes by emphasizing Dubois' current mindset. His confidence has surged after recent performances, which makes him an even more dangerous opponent for Joshua. This mental edge, combined with his power, means Dubois could capitalize on any opportunity, making this fight anything but predictable. In the aftermath of Saturday night's explosive clash, it's evident that the fight lived up to the hype. Anthony Joshua showcased his experience and skill, while Daniel Dubois brought the power and determination that had experts buzzing. As we reflect on the outcome, the narrative surrounding each fighter proved crucial. Joshua's maturity and tactical prowess ultimately prevailed, but Dubois' resilience and potential shine a light on his future in the heavyweight division. This matchup reminded us why we love boxing, its unpredictability and the thrilling possibility of upsets. With both fighters leaving it all in the ring, the stage is set for their next chapters. What lies ahead for Joshua and Dubois? One thing is certain, the heavyweight landscape has shifted, and fans can't wait to see where it goes from here. Share your thoughts in the comments below.